Hey there. Hydration first, and now we're going to chat. Hey, my name is Adele Cole, and I am passionate about helping people with a Lyme disease diagnosis live in healing beyond just that diagnosis. I'm about helping people achieve healing and maintain healing. And what I'm going to share with you today is a very commonly asked question that I've decided to answer publicly. And that is, can you cure Lyme disease? So, what I have to say actually just might surprise you a little bit. So, if you or someone you know and love has a Lyme disease diagnosis, I invite you to watch this through the end because I think this information could actually literally change your life today. Also, if you're catching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want all the notifications too. Then you won't miss a single thing I'm going to share with you, especially this month, which is the month of May at the time of this recording, also known as Lyme Disease Awareness Month. So I'm tackling a lot of different hard and sometimes complicated issues and education and awareness related to Lyme disease throughout the month. And I'm also sharing my story throughout the month on Mondays live as well. So you don't want to miss any parts of that journey either. Okay. All right. I'll catch you there. Also in the description, you can find a link to my holistic Lyme healing chat and community space. And I invite you to hop in there as well. It's for you. All right. Where we can all support each other on our healing journeys. All right. Let's get down to business. To recap some of what we've already talked about in my lives this month, but Lyme disease is the most aggressively growing bacterial vector-borne infection in the United States currently. Okay, so this information is important to know because if you don't know anyone with Lyme disease yet, first of all, I bet you do, and you may not realize it. And second of all, you're going to meet someone in your lifetime and probably someone close to you that will be impacted by Lyme disease and or also co-infections from ticks and tick-borne illnesses or other vectors that can carry these infections as well, such as mosquitoes and other biting insects. Ugh. But all right, Lyme disease is therefore a bacterial infection. I'm going to stick to my notes that spreads to humans through the bite of infected ticks, typically, but some other vectors as well are popping up with the ability to carry this and these illnesses to humans. Lyme disease is the most commonly reported vector-borne illness in the United States, like I said, with over 329,000 cases reported annually. Those are just the reported cases. Now, as you may already know, if you've been watching me, many people, myself included as one of these people, go undiagnosed because early symptoms can be mistaken for other conditions. Yuck. But getting a diagnosis is not a life sentence. And so to answer this question as simply as possible, in my belief, can you cure Lyme disease? Maybe, maybe not. The explanation to that answer is this. Some people believe that they can experience a full cure and healing, which would be what? The absence of symptoms, the absence of Lyme disease bacteria in blood work, living your best healthy life where you feel great and don't feel, like I said, any symptoms or any residual effects from Lyme disease. Cure can be a relative term, an individual. It can be individualized amongst us, right? Medically speaking, let's say that a cure entails complete relief of symptoms, complete negative lab results, and a completely healthy life without any residual effects from the disease. Is that possible? Perhaps. It very well might be, but it's not reality for everyone. So does that mean if a cure and complete absence of Lyme doesn't exist, that you're doomed? This is where I feel like it comes down to splitting hairs and why I actually think that doesn't necessarily matter in light of healing and the possibilities that healing entails for your wellness. Most people in the Lyme community, Lyme literate providers included, believe in a remission from Lyme because the lab testing is, first of all, grossly unreliable. So even a negative result isn't necessarily a reliable negative. If you're still symptomatic and you get a negative, you're still considered positive for Lyme in the world of Lyme literate providers. So what do we do with this information? I like to bear in mind, with a background in nursing myself and a background of Lyme disease since childhood myself, that whether remission or cure, living a healed life that you dream of living is possible. There are plenty of other illnesses, some viral ones as well, which are different from Lyme, but also can lie dormant in our body without symptoms, possibly with negative lab results. Does that mean we're cured of them? The herpes simplex virus is one of them, actually, that can lie dormant in our bodies and come out in periods of stress or relapse in certain periods of life for various reasons. But otherwise, we may not even realize we had it hanging out there. I know Lyme is not a virus, technically. However, if it acts similarly in the body and has this dormancy or this hidden state where it's hiding out in our body, creating its own biofilms and cysts, where it's evading detection basically, and maybe not even causing symptoms or very noticeable ones at least, is that so different from living in a state of healing in any other case in life? Our bodies are constantly fighting germs and assaults to our immune system day in and day out that we don't even necessarily know of. Our cells are constantly cleaning up damaged cells, cancerous cells, virus invasions, bacterial invasions, fungal invasions. Our bodies are designed to do that for us. So at the end of the day, I honestly actually don't believe that the word cure is worth debating for the sake of debating it, because I believe whether cure is true or remission is the real truth about healing from Lyme, I believe healing is possible. It is possible to live a healthy life free of symptoms, where you're not constantly relapsing and having to deal with the effects of Lyme disease ongoing over and over again, even if it gets better, getting worse and continuing to cycle. I believe you can live free of the bondage of a Lyme disease diagnosis with some effort and some learning and some adjustments to lifestyle and to how you approach healing in your own body overall. And so, whether a cure is technically by definition possible or not, the Lyme diagnosis does not need to define you for life or ever. Claim your healing, proceed in empowerment and peace over your healing journey. And if you need help in that area, that is partly what I am here for and love to assist with. So go forth and conquer. Live cured, in remission, however you want to look at it, but live healed. Live your best, healthiest, whole and healed life, regardless of Lyme. That is possible. Until next time, make sure you're checking out the description for where else you can find me and what I'm up to. And I will see you again here shortly for some more Lyme Disease Awareness Month education and awareness.